Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
Why is the thumbnail that? Okay, we're back. What? What the
Wait. Huh? No.
Hold up. Get my thumbnail. Destroyed everything? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to the, I don't know what happened to the stream. Okay. Because I'm looking at my, laptop on the left, and it's strangely, like, glitching out. I don't know why it's not following the stream. Is everything, like, smooth for you? I don't know what the fuck is going on in the house right now. Because it's like perpetually loading, and I can't see what's going on in the chat anymore, or on the stream. Oh well, all right, whatever. We are going to do Lantern Rite. All right. I haven't been back to Liyue in so long. You don't hear sound? Hey, really? Shit! It says it shows sound on my end. Stream is quiet.
Wait.
These are the settings I've streamed on for like a while though. Hold on, let me up the volume. I turn it to like 0.7 and
The
2.5.
scribe's work is simple.
How's this?
Which is exactly why I took the position.
That's good? Yeah, I turned up the decibels a little bit. Oh. Alright, cool. I see Mr. Zhongli sitting there. Let's hop over to the Liyue party. Yelan, Xiao, Yelan, Zhongli, and Kazuha.
All right, let's head off.
Zhongdaddy very appearance? Yes, sir.
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first.
Oh yeah, there was a preliminary dialogue to this, but it didn't allow me to save it because I logged in. It was bad.
Huh? Xiangling? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here!
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Things have been going alright.
Setbacks are inevitable over the course of a long journey. If you wish to share what's troubling you, allow me to lend my ear. There is no need to shoulder all burdens by yourself.
Why, thank you.
You are too kind.
So, Xiangling, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Qingce village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
You... Ugh. Let's go, Traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
If you noticed, her eyes were sparkling, despite being mad.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush. The streets of Liyue will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
We'll check in with you later at the funeral parlor.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
I'm interested if this year he'll also do what he did last year. Because it's only here what he would do is that every time you would find him in a particular location, he would talk to you about the history of this place. So first day you would find him here, and then you would find him like over there, and then you would find him over there, and then he would end up like over here in Chingsa Village, and then he'll show up like right here, and at the very end he'll show up at like one of the armrests over here, and he always had this particular dialogue.
As for Director Hu's list, I shall attend to it after one last round of tea.
All right, old man. All right.
Take it easy.
All right. Let's see if anyone's in. Probably not. All right. Cool. Let's head on over. I think I still have the footage from last year. Oh wait, hold on.
Gather!
They haven't fixed this yet, where the fucking pig spawns here and hits you.
Bamboo
See?
shoot, bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Oh. Nascent bamboo shoots. They don't usually grow here, so let's see what they look like. Is it in here? During certain seasons, the bamboo shoots grown in Chingsa village will release the most delectable fragrance, the scent betraying its status as a most certain vaunted ingredient for certain recipes.
These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling calling for help. It's coming from over there.
Oh, it's Yo-Yo. Hold on. Before we do that, I actually want to see if you can give it to him. Fuck your help. I'm gonna give him. No, he's gone. He's gone, dude. Okay. Alright, back. Fine, we'll help. Alright. Alright, fine. I still haven't been able to pull her, by the way. Yeah, I've taken up like 10,000 primos and I haven't gotten one.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa, she's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine.
We could tell.
I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful.
Slippy?
Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us?
Hold up. I forgot to do one thing. That is... Alright.
Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon! You're welcome. Mmm, so tasty. If only there were more.
More? You already had a Sumpter Beast share.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Oh. This is the same tour that Xinyan was fucking... She got booted from all the way back in 2.1.
Iridescence Tour?
That sounds somewhat familiar.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh, I love listening to stories. We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Wow.
At its heart is a true story.
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, it's a real part of my family history. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Hyman too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day, but then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again! Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue, so I followed their advice and made my way here. Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Well, that, and we know how the gods are. Somewhat, at least. I wouldn't put it past Venti to, like, just put a little leaf trail.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Chingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world! Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo, and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well, and so on and so on. Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff.
Yeah, like beating up a god.
And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the way.
Oh dear.
Well, I mean, depends on which statue of the Seven.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Qixing know just about everything. If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
Okay.
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay? Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
Yao Yao out here giving me a tour guide when I've 100% in every part of Liyue since 1.1. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's head off.
Useless.
Wow. Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Are we actually leading him around? Oh my god. Hurry up, man. I can't even jump or sprint. Oh, it's Xinyan. What's up?
Hey, everyone. Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
So you already know each other.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Me whenever I gotta walk to a checkpoint. Me too, man. Fuck.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge.
Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity. Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
That'd be a huge hit, actually.
That's the spirit! See, even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists.
Yeah, baby.
My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
No.
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan.
You've got this, Xinyan! So about the senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now, is that anyone we know?
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
God, it's so pretty. God damn.
One with nature.
I'm so happy I'm able to render this. Although I can't climb this for some reason. Hold up. It's so pretty though. Fuck. Wait, is it not letting me climb? It should. Oh, it's not. It's weird. Is it letting me climb at all? Yeah, it should. That's weird. I guess that one particular place doesn't allow you to climb. Alright, we're going up. If you fall, you're done for. Yeah, pretty much. I still hate the auto-trigger cutscenes. Because, like, the auto-trigger cutscenes where, like, I'm falling down, right? And then they start, and so it kills my character if I fall from a high area. It's so annoying. Like, hey, Ningguang, what's up? As, like, Kaza has, like, splattered on the ground.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Madam Ping.
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
Greetings, Madam Ping.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival!
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
They call her Master because Ping taught both Xiangling and Yaya how to fight, I think, which is actually hilarious.
you about that. You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
You mustn't be afraid to try new things. If you never try, you'll never know. With your contribution, I'm sure this year's Lantern Rite will be a most spectacular one.
Oh, I'm sure. Alright. I'm really curious on the whole, like, Xiao issue. Because apparently the first day is not that long. And then the second day is a little longer with, like, what's advertised in the trailer. So I'm really curious as to how that goes. Because I really want to have Xiao expanded on after they already finished his stuff with the chasm.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Chingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again.
Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors. What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, Let's reserve a space at the docks.
So we're not stealing anyone's thunder.
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever.
I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me.
Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like?
Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Alright, I forgot she just eats slimes like a fucker.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
Well, that was quick.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yao-Yao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime.
Stay put and wait for 2 hours. What?
That lady I just talked to, Ganyu, she really thinks of everything. It got me wondering. Could it be that all our failed attempts so far have been down to our failure to properly prepare for different contingencies?
Is Yaya here anywhere? Alright, I guess we'll just sit here for 2 hours. We're gonna go 8. There we go. Okay. Cushing and Ganyu arrive. Alright.
Greetings, Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, wait. I recently watched one of my friends play a visual novel, and she voice acted like a fucking I'll show you later.
Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Wait, yes? If you're wondering what the visual novel was, it's Sucker for Love, First Date. You gonna leave for now? Okay. Alright. I should be here for like another 2 hours or so, because I doubt I'll be done by then. Because I'm gonna be occupied the entire weekend too, since it's Chinese New Year, of course. Alright, well, catch you in a bit.
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true. Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
What about that fairy lady?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Oh. Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think? To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company.
Of course.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
I'm sure like when they got in here feels the same way.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this Lantern Rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival. I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang. But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Let me handle this one.
Yeah, Kuching. You're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, she will handle it.
With the Traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Yujing Terrace and let me know.
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang for us.
you have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Good luck.
She said she'll reach out to the Yunhan Opera Troupe? Huh, I see. Then I'll arrange for a rehearsal venue and accommodation as soon as possible. Everything should be ready tonight.
Many thanks, Kuching. You know, I once heard someone from Liyue describe a person as swift as lightning and agile as the wind. At the time, I thought it was a curious expression, and I had a hard time piecing together a mental image of such a person. But now, having seen Kuching in action, I honestly can't think of any other way to describe it. It's such a vivid and expressive phrase, a testament to the richness of Liyue's culture.
You're too kind, Mr. Dvorak.
Oh boy.
The strange tune is coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
Yeon! How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Know anything about the strange music?
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
Yeah, baby.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here. This place is completely empty. people left here at all. The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in. How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
I totally forgot they mispronounced it. Oh, triggered.
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well, Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
It must have something to do with that melody.
Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available, after all. Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
Well, if you use elemental sight.
On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
I bet it's Venti. It's gotta be Venti.
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down. Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
No, I don't think I've ever been under here.
Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
Well, I see footsteps. I mean,
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent! Ugh, not the treasure hoarders again! And so close to Lantern Rite, too! 'Tis not the season for their antics!
Come on, let's round them up.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, so there. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just playing through the Liyue Lantern Rite Festival event at the moment. I put it off for today, until today at least. Welcome to the stream, man. We're just chilling out.
Hey, who are you? Where did you come from?
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Am I that? A little better than a few days ago. Otherwise, yeah, doing pretty good. Playing games, streaming, having a good time. How about you, man? Man, I wish I could still play Genshin. What happened?
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Fujing, misled musician. What's her building? Huh.
You're open.
Busted.
Oh yeah. They give you extra cons.
You're open.
Gotcha.
Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all, but there's no going back now. Better up my game. You're open. Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
Oh, are you a mobile player? Oh no, man. Oh, that sucks. I feel you. I had to delete the game because I finally got a laptop that can run it. Although to be fair, I feel like people should probably get off mobile for Genshin sooner or later because the game's becoming so big and expansive that you probably need better hardware over time to run it. I know that the mobile has the mobile audience is pretty big, but fuck, I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot. Haven't played in over like 3 months almost probably. Is there a way you could play like by online? I know there was like a NVIDIA GeForce On Demand or something like that where you can like log into games and like play games over the internet without having good hardware. Like maybe you have like a PC or something that like isn't too good, but you can probably at least try running it. Man, you hate mobile? Yeah, everyone hates. Everyone that's played on mobile eventually goes back. If they ever try it anywhere else, they're probably never going to do that again. I tried mobile, I was like, dude, I can't do this at all. Fuck. I know some people play on iPad and stuff like that, but on my fucking SE 2020, hell no. At least nowadays you could like build a computer for cheap though. I think if you save up for like $300-$400, you can definitely make it like a respectable gaming system if you buy the parts off of like the used market. Cause I know that I've built like a computer for like $400, and the fucking it actually was able to run like VR games and stuff like that. So it shouldn't be that bad if you save up a little bit. But I don't know what everyone's financial situation is.
I surrender, please. I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. So Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did. And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition. It'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bars.
Yes? Yes?
Yeah. You don't know? Yeah, I understand. A few $100 is actually quite a bit of an investment nowadays, but you could probably scrounge together something. I know a lot of people like to just buy like somewhat recent or maybe like semi-old Dell Optiplexes and put like a graphics card in there and call it a day for like $200-$300. Because come on, I guarantee you that like playing on a desktop is gonna be miles better than mobile. But some people just gotta play Genshin on the move, man.
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
The fuck?
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself.
Thanks for the advice, bro. Yeah, no problem, man. I've recently become obsessed with computers after kind of taking a hiatus on keyboard stuff. So I've been finding a lot of used parts online that I've been like purchasing and making my own systems and stuff like that to give to friends and stuff like that. So it's been actually quite fun.
There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Well done, Yelan. Not Yelan. Yelan.
What is it? Is there something else?
Great dream thing.
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here. You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too.
Oh, imagine her whispering in your ear.
See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Yelan's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
I'm quite curious myself.
Right? How could anyone not be? When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
Well, I mean, it all comes down to the will of the user. Their bad deeds influence the emotions associated with the music.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again! Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Paimon's still waiting for us with our for random event rewards.
The way she just got close to you. Man, with every passing event and or story quest, they position the character somehow to make it more angleless. I love it. Alright. Let's go back to Eugene Terrace. The way that she got close to you, I mean, Traveler. I mean, to be fair, we are a self-insert. Otherwise, why would you be given a choice to insert your name and call your Traveler whatever you want? Am I right or am I right?
Useless.
I really wish I could play in Chinese, but I usually play in English on my main account. But usually when I'm playing off stream, I'm playing in Chinese.
Worthless.
It's so
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted!
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Yeah.
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yes.
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
Oh, we are.
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
Wait, Sea Gazer is the dude we just yoinked the materials from when we did Shunghe's quest. We right. I remember that shit. God, it's been so long. God damn.
On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wonder whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm unsure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Absolutely. Alright, quest 1 is finally done. It'll be streaming for... Ooh, look at y'all. Yelan, Beidor, Yunjin, and Yao Yao. Just sitting here. It's so aesthetic. Holy shit. Chi-Chi's just sitting there. Look at you, femme fatale. Alright, well. Talk to Tian Tian. Go to the North Wharf. Alright. So wait, did you already claim one of the 4 free 4 stars? Oh, I have not. Although the only person I would be able to get would be Yao Yao, because everyone else has C6. Oh, it's a 2-day gap. I see. Okay, I'm dumb. Yeah. So everyone, I'm a very OG player. So I've joined. Let me show you. I joined the game all the way back here. 10/10/2020. So I pretty much have been polling for over 2 years now. So all the free gems and all the paid gems I've gotten and all that stuff, I have definitely gotten my fair share of constellations. I think the only 4 stars I don't have full constellations would be the most recent ones. So I don't have a C6 Layla. I don't have a C6. Who else? I don't have a C6 Kale. I don't have a C6 Heizo. He's close though. But everyone else, yeah, like Xinyan, Chongyun, Rosaria. Who else? Toma. Noel, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of new players came around. I know Sumeru was a pretty big announcement for the game, because the game was getting a bit stale. Once in mid version 1, and then at the tail end of 2 point something, when there was a huge delay due to politics in China, which I was directly involved in with a family. That was fun. Goodness. So, but yeah, see, Yanfei's good, all that stuff. So, pretty much everyone but 5 stars are pulled up. Although, my Zhongli I wailed for, because he's Mr. Chinaman. I had to do it. But yeah. Let me see what I got. You know, now that let's play in Chinese actually, because I much prefer Chinese voiceover. If you've been playing since 2022, are you like late 2022 or like early 2022? Who's your favorite character currently in general? Amber. I've always liked Amber, even though she's very simple. But I can't really say that I have like one favorite, but I've had quite a few. So obviously, I think if I have to, like choose my top 5, I'd say let's see, kind of late, maybe mid-June. Okay, that's not too bad. That's enough time to play materials. But yet again, you're playing on phone. You're playing on mobile though, which is a pain in the ass. So my salute to you for playing for that long. But if you ever do need like advice for building a PC, I guess I could probably help you out with that. But PC part picker is probably what you need, and you can just buy a used market, or maybe a decent gaming laptop for like $200-$300. That's actually not too bad either. My current laptop right now, you can hear it here. I got it used for $275, and the retail price is like $600. The feet is missing, and it's missing a few screws, but I replaced them all, and it should be fine. So I got it like a 50% off deal, $16.50 and all that stuff in there. But yeah, to answer your question, let me think. So I would say top 5 characters for me, favorably, currently at least: Amber, Zhongli, Nihida, Kale, because she was also part of the manga and her story is just brutal. And let me think. Who else do I like quite a lot? I do like Yoimiya. Yoimiya is fun. You do like how you like Kale for free? Yeah, you're given guaranteed C1 if you got Spiral Abyss 4 and if you played during that event, Kali is fun. Although I understand the shortcomings with her unit, which is like, you know, the forced animations and all that, but like you get this is unless if you have Tignari, she is your only source of ranged Dendro. So hold up.
Huh? Huh?
Okay, I'm back. Family is all preparing for Chinese New Year this weekend, so honestly, might not be the best character to use in game, but Yanfei is my favorite overall. Her design is pretty cool. Plus, she is pyro. Yeah, Yanfei is also. I like Yanfei. The concept of her is very fun. She's like a young, like half Adeptus, and she just ace attorneys your ass if you decide to fuck with the law. Who do I main? That's the I don't really know. Since I use so many characters, but I will always try to find a way. I'll always try to find a way to incorporate Amber or Kale into my gameplay. But if I want to just say like, screw it, I'm here to just plow through the competition. I would just use like a team comp. Let me see. I think I have it actually. I would just use like one of these comps at the bottom. So like I would use this. Like this setup is just like delete everything. Because my Nahida, everyone here except for Yaemiko has constellations. Kuki is the best character you have. Did you equip her with Gilded Dreams? I have my Cookie's rather built, I think. I gave her this, although I had to replace some of her artifacts so far. But she doesn't really need a lot. You just build her triple elemental mastery, and then you would on top of it she heals you. But yeah, this is what I have on her. She has a 4-piece Gilded Dreams, but my artifacts went over to Alhaitham, which is actually quite fun. But yeah, he took all her artifacts, along minus these two. So like, he. But Googie's fun. Honestly, she's quite the jack of all trades. Just I quite enjoy her quite a lot. I think a lot of Amber mains also enjoy her, because like there's so many builds for Amber as well, where we can use Elegy, we can use Skyward, all that stuff. But like, it's hard to, I don't know. It's hard for me to say who is my main, but I guess if I had to bring somebody, it'd be Zonlei, because I built him hybrid support. 4-piece Noblesse with the catch, and he drops like 86,000 nukes. It's sad how you got Kuki. What do you mean you got? Why is it sad? I pulled an Ito banner. Did you get Ito? Or did you lose to like Chi-Chi? Wanting to finally rid myself of the 4-star curse. What is the 4-star curse? That sounds ominous, mate. Just kept on getting 4 stars. Well, I mean, that's kind of how it is, right? Like every 9 or 10 wishes, you get a guaranteed 4-star, and then if you get a weapon, the next one will guaranteed be a 4-star character, and then the pity is at like 80-ish at max, maybe 81, because it's not 90 for sure. 90 you would be like. You lose like the 99% flip. And you already wish around like 80 something times. I feel you. Yeah, just I wished quite a lot for Yaya, and she didn't come home, so it's the reverse. I got Alhaitham, I just didn't get the 4-star that I wanted. The same thing with Toma. I wanted Toma, and I got like his C0 after like getting a Hu Tao twice. I was like, fuck, I hate this. So wait, did you end up getting? I'm such a fool though, because I didn't know you had to wish 90 times on the same banner. What do you mean? Like, did you alternate between standard or something? Did you like go a little bit of standard and a little bit of Ito? Because it doesn't matter actually. Because these two share a pity. So if you wish like, oh, you went between standard. Oh no, I'm sorry. Because if you went between like these two, it would have been the same. But if you went like a little bit on standard, a little bit on character, they're not the same. Yeah, standard has its own pity. So like over here, you can see me like, I got my 5-star here after like months and months of just not getting permanent wishes, but like yeah, these are different. They're different. They're different. They're different. So let's say like I wish 70 times on Xiao, and then I wish 10 times on Alhaitham. I'm gonna get Alhaitham. And then I'm gonna have to wish 80 more times for Xiao if I'm super unlucky. So. But yeah, like... well, at least you have this, right? You got this. If you want any advice, I have like base knowledges for the majority of characters. But if you're pulling for Alhaitham and you don't want Hu Tao or Yelan on the next banner, he is perfectly fine at C0. People were getting mad for some reason that he doesn't improve a lot with constellations, but I think that's perfect. That means that no one needs to invest a lot into him. And that's good because the current banner isn't necessarily the most favored. People don't really want to use Yunjin or Xinyan. And Yao Yao is fun, but she isn't like needed to run Alhaitham. So, like, it would be in people's best interest to get Alhaitham C0 and then be done. Unless if you're like a simp. Yeah, I don't know why people were so obsessed with being mad at Hatham for not being good while whaling. Like, isn't that like a good thing? Like, both whales and free-to-play players alike can rejoice and have a little bit of saving a little bit in their wallets. Like, you would only be upsetting like maybe 1% of players, if not less than that, because the majority of players can't spend $500 on every banner. That includes myself. I can't do that shit. Can't wait until Natlan gets released into the future. Oh yeah. I wonder if we're hitting Natlan after Fontaine. And people are obsessing over my traveler's name because I called them Lynette, but then there's like a Lynette with one N in like the future. So, yeah. Oh, all right. Doesn't it represent North America or something? I don't think so. Natlan is shit. I think it should be south because the majority of people there are dark skinned, I think. And they have like it's a nation of war as well. Although, to be fair, I don't think really anything is accurate in this game. It's all references. Yeah. Because Natlan was in the you can see one or two of the characters in the animated trailer, and in the manga we've had Vanessa, which was Mondstadt's old hero, also come from there as well. And of course the trigger tards on Twitter are all like, why are you making all black? What? But then again, that's just Twitter in general. But yeah, I think Natlan should be like South America, I think. Maybe. I know that Mondstadt's a mix of Germany and Ireland. Liyue is obviously China. Inazuma is Japan. Sumeru is a mix of the Middle East, because not every character is like from there. Because Dori is actually, I think, Turkish. But then Kusanali and all that stuff, you know, all the different references and all that yet. Anyway, let's see what this guy has to say. Who is this one again? This one is... Oh my god, it's so pretty! Why the fuck is it so pretty? Alright, we'll do... Actually, let's do Yunjin's first, because she's my girl. Yunjin is definitely who I want to be talking to. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's up. A performance going at the North Wharf. This notice is so vague. Oh, Paimon wonders what the location is. If we can't find it, we could always ops people on the street. I mean, there's a lot of people here. Oh, Paimon also sees it. There's so many people gathered here. They must be for a show. Bring it on. Hello, kid. Each nation represents a certain country or countries. I doubt any represent. Each nation represents a certain country or countries. I doubt any represent continents now. Oh. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean, in the end, they might take references, but it isn't like a one-to-one direct, like... there isn't like a one-to-one direct thing. Because if that was the case, like, I think it would cause a lot more issues. And there was already a disclaimer in the TOS for Genshin saying that anything isn't like directly related with any current world event or like nation. If anything, it's just references. So people shouldn't be getting mad at it, but people find things to get mad at in the modern day anyway. Yeah, definitely be too much. Like, listen, man, we've got a game with floating cities, fucking cat girls, dog boys, gods that can slice mountains in half, talking boats. Like, I think maybe you should just, you know, realize that it's a fantasy casual story game and not try to try not to make it political, because in the end, like, no one's gonna care. Unless if like Liyue and the developers for Genshin want to fucking shoot themselves in the foot and get CCP'd by like including like a little bear or some shit as a reference to like Winnie the Pooh for China. That'd be funny as fuck. But I think if they ever did that, they'd probably lose like a quarter of their player base. Having all the world in there would be too much work. Yeah, definitely would. And it's already insanely impressive how many references and stuff they managed to squeeze into both the world and the characters. So like, if you can argue that like we've already created a parallel universe already, but like I said again, it doesn't have to be political. It could just be fun. No, the skin color is too dark or too white. No, why does he have a sheet of paper? Shut up. There's gonna be a paper play. So is this the Liyue opera? No, paper plays and Liyue operas are not the same thing. Qingxing, the show is about to begin. Be quiet or you'll affect the performance. Sorry, as for the paper play, you'll know it when you see it. Yinggong, honored guests, we will be performing Bravebeard today. Before the show, if you want to head to the restroom or grab a beverage, now is a good time. We will wait for no one when the show begins. So this performance is actually called Bravebeard, but Paimon has never heard of this story. Shh, we can still hear you, even at a whisper. Keep it down. You can talk during intermission selection. My phone would probably overheat just by having it uninstalled, still on the home screen. Yeah, this phone I have right here, like, iPhones obviously dim their screen when it gets too hot, and like when I load up the game, before I'm even past the main menu to load in, like my phone's already dimming. Like I said, man, I don't know how people do it on mobile. My respect to them, but god damn. Damn. Y'all gotta upgrade your system, man. Laggy as well, best. Intermission selection. The story of the Bravebeard is quite long. In fact, it'd be too long to do it all in one go, so Yinggong would do the audience pick which scene they want to see during intermission. Qingxing, I'm trying to listen to the play. I won't butt in anymore, I promise. So dear guests, what part of Bravebeard's story would you like to see today? Would you like to see mountain bound, or worshipping adepti, maybe exorcising demons, or ascension? As long as you can name it, I can perform it. I want to see Bravebeard fight monsters. He is so handsome and wins every time. You've seen worshipping adepti and exorcising demons so many times already. Haven't you got tired of it? I want to see the part where the Bravebeard goes home to see his sister. The Bravebeard has a sister? How haven't I heard of this? I definitely haven't seen that before. How impressive. Not many people would request homecoming. After all, only real fans know about it. Alright, just in time for Lantern Rite, we will not perform the plots featuring monsters. We will spin a tale on how lovers end up with each other. There are 3 characters who will appear in the scene aside from our Bravebeard, with whom you are familiar, of course. There is also a lonely girl named Yibing, and an honest gentleman named Nanfang. Do you understand any of this? I'm confused. So this is a story about a guy called the Bravebeard, right? It looks like there's a lot of supporting characters as well. But so far, there's only one performer on stage, and There's a folding screen? How's it gonna work? Hey, someone here has never seen a paper play before. Someone in the back asked how I, a lone performer, can be in a different place at once and make this performance work. Well, our paper plays may not be as exquisite as Liyue operas, but we certainly have our own distinctive flavors. As you may know, the characters in the Liyue operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in our performances, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. And Liyue operas take place on the large wooden stage. The stage for our performances, however, is but a paper screen on a wooden shelf. Our actors and stages are all made of paper, and that is why we call it a paper play. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the free paper actors in just a moment. Yingong, I don't think they know about the Brave Beard either. Would it be okay if you introduce them to the story? You know, the one you always start with. That's called the establishing moment. I've always enjoyed that too. Please perform it for us, Yingong. Establishing moment. Establishing moment. It is said that the sky is the limit, but the woes of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named Huan Guang, so suffering from human injustice, who resorted to dwelling amongst the mountains and rivers. By chance, he became a disciple of the Adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus, he is known as the Brave Beard. What the fuck? At the behest of the Adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Brave Beard trained for many years, and finally acquired the philosophy of the Adeptus. Right before he returned to the Adeptal abode, he was summoned to recall the past. It turned out that he still had an attachment to the common folk society, where he had a sister at home. The poor sister, Yibing, was now alone and helpless. She thought that her brother had lived a miserable life, and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away. Oops. Hey, just don't stand there, clap. Bravo! Is there a rule about when we should clap? Okay. Thank you all. We are supposed to continue the show, but I can tell that these two guests are still a little bit perplexed. I think it would be better if I asked these two to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting me in directing the scene. It would give you both a good look, and it would help the actors move forward on with the stage. What do you think? Hey, why didn't you invite me? I know all about paper plays. You gotta remember to invite me. You just gotta. You have been up there too many times already. Quit making a fuss and enjoy the show. That's fine by me. Help direct the scene? That sounds full novel. That's also fine by Paimon. I shall ask you two to prepare. As soon as you two are positioned, the performance will begin. Alright, bring it on, old man. Let's fucking do this. So are you guys ready? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you Homeward Bravebeard. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. As the performance begins, the actor named Huan Guang will move at a fixed speed across the stage and will change directions upon making contact with the paper, theater's edge, or any obstacles. Traps will appear to impede the journey of Huan Guang. Touching them will cause the performance to fail. Move the stage sections to change his path and avoid traps such as he can reach his destination. So, what is he going to do? Okay, so... Oh, I see. Okay. So you just want him to move along. Okay, so it's like a little jigsaw puzzle. Mercy to exercise, life to save, a parting from closest kin to brave. Okay, so we have... Let me see. So the pot's in the way. There we go. Okay. You had to time it right. Over the mountains, distance fast, one and dream to meet at last. There we go. Yibing, your brother's home. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was not so bad at all. Pretty simple. Okay. Festive fever. When the festive fever reaches 800, you will have the opportunity to invite a character to join your party. Who's on offer? We got Yanfei, we've got Yunjin, we've got Xinyan, Chongyun, Ningguang, Xingqiu, Beidou, Shangling, and Yao Yao. Yeah, I can only choose Yao Yao. Okay. Does it change in the back? It does not. Okay. Oh wow. All right. I gotta get more prepared for tomorrow and the weekend coming. But I may stream again tomorrow, Quesolaire, because I don't know what my family will be doing at night. But so I was AFK for a while. You're fine, dude. Yeah, let me see. Right now it's 11:10. I'm gonna do one more thing, and then I'm just gonna head off. But it shouldn't be too long until I stream again. Although this is the last week I am on break for university, so I don't know when I will be going live yet again at later days. But we'll see how it goes. Because Lantern Rite has always been fun. I'm kind of a dumbass. I forgot that this weekend was Chinese New Year. So W stream, thank you. You humbled me. You're still in high school? I remember the days. I'm 23 and a half years old, so the other day I actually found my wallet. Like, just I haven't seen it since I graduated. Oh my god. So many memories came back from that one. Just hey man. Are you like early in high school or are you like late in high school? Like, are you a junior? Are you like a freshman? Two years left after this current one. Okay, so you're a sophomore. Got it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just make sure to like pass all that shit, as everyone may tell you, and just this is Rich coming from a random stranger on the internet, but when you're eventually forced, or at least like maybe made to consider future careers and all that stuff, which you probably don't need to think about right now, but it's okay to be undecided for a little while. People make it seem like it's a sin for you to not know what you want to do when you grow up. Like, oh, you don't want to be a fucking, like, you're not set on what you want to do already? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, nah, dude. I have a lot of friends in college that were unannounced in what they wanted to do for like a couple of years, but they had like an airy sense of what they want to do. Like, oh, I want to do science, or I want to do computers, or I want to do like writing or something, or teaching. So getting the base classes once you're in college to like do, to make sure that you set a foundation, you should be fine. But you probably don't need to worry about this until like 1 or 2 years later, so you don't have to worry about that. But just do well for now. I made the mistake of not doing so, and it's come to bite me in the ass quite hard at university. All right, let's see what Yelan has up there. Did this area get cleared? Huh, I think it should have been cleared already. Ugh, what a headache. What's up, Jiaqing? You're the traveler. My apologies, I was too busy, I didn't even notice you. I mean, not good right now? Good. That's what I hear. What are you so busy with? So, it's like this. For this Lantern Year's Lantern Rite Festival, we of the Liyue Harbor's Adventurers Guild have been dispatched by the Ministry of Civil Affairs to help with some tertiary tasks. You have BS and AS Mullet? Okay, good shit. The Millelith are primarily responsible for patrolling the city and other key areas. We, on the other hand, get to go out and clear some out monsters, along with those good-for-nothing bandits, too. Speaking of which, you are a registered adventurer as well, aren't you? I've heard plenty about exploits. And today was the end of the second semester? Oh, okay, cool. That's interesting, actually. Because I think my school used to run on a quarter system. But it was just seasonal. Like, your grades are reset come the new year. But I don't know where you go to school, so it could be completely different. My friends in Australia have never heard of AP classes. If you want, you can help us out too. What do you say? What about Lantern Ride? Well, since we are helping with the ministry during our holiday, they're providing additional compensation for our efforts. So, should any adventurers be willing to take on these commissions, they'll be able to collect more rewards upon completing their tasks. So, okay, show me what needs to be done. Alright, I knew you would just say idle. I'll be sure to mark down all locations already confirmed by the guild, and please take this miniature launch tube. Should you accept one of the commissions, remember to launch some fireworks after you clear out an area. After you launch their fireworks, we will send someone to designate the area as cleared, and then we will adjust the overall plan in accordance with the areas that have been cleared already. That sounds pretty strategic. I meant first, sorry? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, this is the Lantern Rite Festival after all. We can't let anything go wrong. People are more tense than a stretched cord right now. Never mind this for now. I'll go take a look at the situation. I need to make a report to land later. Okay. Alright, let's go to the challenge. I'm ready to fight. I haven't fought all night, man. All I did was just look at dialogue. Alright, let's get my game on. Let's wipe this shit clean. You play Pokemon Go? Okay. Don't judge me. I did not grow up with Pokemon at all. So I have never played a Pokemon game. I have never played anything Nintendo. It was not Mario. I don't play Pokemon. I don't play Mario. I don't play anything like that. I grew up on a very different set of games. Yeah.
下起雨后，浑身的毛发都会变得湿漉漉的。哎，骤进，律令。
朔风起义，可叹落叶飘零。
哦。
比起在海上航行时遇到的雷暴，这倒也算不上什么。
Awesome. Yeah, but I don't play Pokemon or anything like that. Although I've heard the most recent Pokemon game was a fucking mess. Emulators were able to run the game better than the hardware could. I'm just wiping the floor. Holy shit. Are you Asian? Sorry if it sounds bad. No, you don't need to apologize. That's fine. Yeah, I'm Chinese. If you couldn't tell, I was pronouncing the names and the spellings of all the names and locations of Genshin very differently because the English dub has a cardinal sin of localizing it too much to the point of being fucking annoying. Yeah, but yeah, you don't need to apologize. It's fine. I'll gladly say that I'm Chinese. So like, if you need any like guide as to how something is said in the game, or if you have any takes on something, then I'll gladly provide you with my take. Hey! How's it going, Taco? You actually caught me right when I was about to end the stream, but now that you're here, why don't we fucking do one more thing? I wiped the floor with this particular one, so I'm gonna do one more. Let's go see Beidou. How you doing, man? I heard that your semester is like coming on soon. So is mine. After Chinese New Year this month or this weekend, I'm going back to school. So you grew up and were born in China? No. My family is born in China, but I was the first one ever to be born in the United States. So I'm a second generation child. You just got back from the grocery store? What'd you get? Did you get like stuff for Chinese New Year as well? Yeah. Long time no see, Traveler and Paimon. Happy Lantern Rite. Still doing well right now, but some work is coming up, so I'm chilling for now. Hey man. This is the weekend we gotta savor before everything goes to shit. Let's hope it goes right. Thank you, Thank you, Huixing. Is it Huixing? I don't know. The fucking pinging accents aren't there. Happy Lantern Rite. We've seen that the Alcor has a lot of seaborne goods and decorations, and it's bustling as is in the city. Looking great, no? Sort of. Oh, 1 second. My dad's calling me. Alright, I'm back. Sushi Star, hello. Everyone's coming in at the tail end of the stream. But I'm doing one more event, seeing if we can do it, because I just finished the first quest, and it seems like the next one unlocks in like 2 hours, but I don't think I'll be here because Chinese New Year's this week. Hope so, yeah. It's really cool talking to you, underrated on W person. Come on, take me on a date first. Well, appreciate you anyway. Thank you from by Kissler. Hopefully to catch you in next streams, if you're still here. But yeah, to everyone else, welcome, welcome. Have I seen you before, Sushi Star? It's been a long time since I streamed, so my apologies if I forgot. Okay, let's go back to this. Looking great, though. All the decorations were hand-picked by the captain. She wanted her brothers and sisters on duty to feel like they were at home for the festival. Not only that, but before Lantern Rite, the captain gave each of us a bonus, based, Beto, and organized several big feasts. The food for every feast is ordered from reputable restaurants, such as the One Min restaurant, which we will always frequent, and Xinye fucking... What are these fucking words, man? Xinye kiosk and Liyue Pavilion. Jesus. Just give me the Chinese words, man. Everyone ate and drank their fill. Paimon must have checked those out, too. Wow, a bonus and a feast? That's great. Paimon had no idea that Beto had such an eye for detail. Actually, the captain had always been meticulous at keeping the fleet's affair in order. Not only do we crew members get paid very well, can I go on there, please? But during past Lantern Rites, she also prepared gifts for our families. Before, the captain got some business information from the Tianquan on how to improve management strategy for the Crux. The revenue of the fleet has soared, so the captain has always also increased our pay. In this way, the crew will be in tip-top shape for any challenge. When the new recruits hear about how well the Crux fleet treats its crew, they'll be extra motivated. Join the Lantern Rite. Shouldn't everyone be on vacation? You guys seem to be working overtime. It's not like that, don't worry. The captain has done all the research in advance. Some of the crew were given early leave, while the others were given days off later on. Thus, as everyone gets time off, and there will always be someone to man the Alcor. Looks like the Lantern Rite is long as heck. I think it's gonna be the usual. It's gonna last 2 weeks. And then so the first, you can so the last week is going to be like. So how they usually do events is that they give you all the content in the first week, and anyone that missed it on the first week can catch up on the second week. So it won't be like an immediately one and done thing. So say I started doing everything next week on, say, next Tuesday, I'd still be able to finish everything, unless if I'm trying to rush through everything at the very end of the event, which I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, considering it's also not good for you to wait until the last minute anyway, because there is a daily login thing for you to get wishes and more and stuff like that. Well, rip for me. Hey, like I said, if you can, maybe you can access a computer that will maybe be able to play the game online if you still remember your login details. So, because I know nowadays you can definitely. Who would have thought you can play games like online at like a higher resolution and refresh rate without having good hardware? Like, what the fuck? I was among the group that got earlier vacation time, and I came back to my post completely refreshed. I'm currently getting ready for my training examination, Vigilance at Sea. Vigilant what now? What's this to do with the new recruits? Yep, you guessed it. During the past 2 years, the volume of seaborne trade in Liyue Harbor has been soaring, and many people have joined up as sailors. By the way, Queselaire, I think they introduced a thing on mobile where you can get rid of previous like quest material, so you can delete a bunch of gigabytes that you don't need to have on your device anymore. Sushi Star, what AR are you? I've been at AR 60 for the past like 8 months. I've been playing since October 10th, 2020, so it was only natural that I got the AR 60 since I play almost every day. But that doesn't mean like I play like 6 hours a day or anything. Sometimes I just log in and do my stuff, because you don't necessarily gain more XP for AR just by standing idle, right? So taking to the high seas is a matter of patience, bravery, and perception. These are highly demanded qualities. Sailors have been well trained in order to navigate safely. In addition to obtaining the 4 major qualifications and the 5 minor qualifications, which total 9 navigation-related qualifications stipulated by the Ministry of Civil Affairs, 2 years of maritime training and apprenticeship are also required. 9 qualifications and 2 more years of training? Holy mackerel! That's so demanding. It's no big deal. After all, it's far better to undergo rigorous training and preparation for work than to go out to sea and encountering an unpleasant surprise unprepared. My sister helped me clear some, but I'm still using like 60-something GB. What? Wait, hold on. How much does Genshin take up on them? There's no way that you're... Wait a minute. There ain't no way that your Genshin on your phone takes up 60 gigs. I don't even think the desktop version is that big. Let me check. If that is, you probably downloaded some fucking malware or some shit. That's hilarious. Hold on. Let me go into my... there we go. Yeah. On the desktop, your Genshin Impact folder, and keep in mind, I have like a bunch of accounts too. My Genshin folder is 81.2 gigabytes. On your phone, let me see. As of version 3.2 in November 2022, Genshin takes up a 17.9 gigabytes on mobile. So you should definitely not have 60 gigabytes on your phone, mate. That's fucked. Something's horribly wrong if you have 60 gigs on your phone dedicated to just Genshin. That's not supposed to work. that way. The Ministry of Civil Affairs organizes the most training courses. Anyone with passable knowledge of sailing could coast by them. These subjects aren't too difficult. Of course, some ships also have to traverse dangerous waters, which will hopefully give them some experience. Given the experience of the Crux Fleet in dealing with rough sea situations, we in the Ministry of Civil Affairs have organized an intensive navigation training program. Sailors who pass the training will get a deep sea navigation qualification and certification on completion, as well as some rewards prepared by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Considering I have the best knowledge of the surrounding waters, the captain has tasked me with planning this training examination. Wait a minute. Speaking of sailing, you two are pretty good with that wave rider, no? Do you guys want to give it a try? If you don't mind, I would also like you guys to give me some feedback about this test, positive or negative. That way, I'll be able to improve it in a timely manner. Well, I mean, Paimon wants to see how much skill the crew needs to navigate the high seas, and there's a bonus reward too. It's a win-win for us. Let's experience what it's like to be a sailor. Such vigor. Then I'll mark you guys down for the Vigilance at Sea examination. Please do your best. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Vigilance at Sea has both multiplayer Billowing Waves mode and single-player Tranquil Waters mode. You may obtain all awards by completing in either mode. Vigilance at Sea has 3 stages. Before each challenge begins, a stage will be chosen randomly. View gameplay details for the rules in different stages. Okay. Wave Rider will not be able to use the heavy cannon when the challenge begins. You will gain random techniques by collecting prop lamps. In which stage? Make use of the techniques to smoothly sail through the challenge. Okay. HP, more challenge coins, yada yada yada. Let's do this shit. Sea conditions are consistent and there are no other vessels in target waters. Let's start Vigilance at Sea. I'd rather just do Tranquil Waters. Oh no, I hate this. It says photos and apps are taking up most of the space. You can try the. Oh no, how big is your how much storage is in your phone? Oh fuck. Okay, so it's just. Got it. Okay, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Genshin is currently exactly 15.9 gigabytes. That's actually not bad. If you can, maybe you can transfer all of your photos to Google Photos. Maybe. Google Photos could probably save you a bunch of room. But Photos is 23.57, yeah. Used to be my dad's phone before it became mine. Yeah. I know for a fact that my phone was going to take up a ton of storage because I currently, right now on my phone, I have currently 25,647 things in my photo album. Okay. This is like 8 years worth of photos, screenshots, videos, and even then, something has gone out. So, if possible, it might be in your best interest to transfer a lot of your stuff either onto your computer whenever you finish taking photos, or use Google Photos instead. Unless if you're one of those people that loves scrolling through your photo album, in which that you want to use like a reaction photo or some shit, I would suggest that you probably should like transfer your stuff either onto your desktop if it's not an iPhone. If it's an iPhone, don't bother. Unless if you don't care about it. Because iPhones are weird where you take out the photos and then you can't put them back in. Unless if you like sync up photo albums on iTunes, which sucks ass. I have an iPhone and that's literally why I don't bother with anything else. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so if you're 100% certain that you don't want the photos, like, you can just drag out the entire, like, contents of the DCIM folder after you put it into your computer. But to make sure that you're, like, 100% sure, if you want to transfer them onto your computer, if you have one, just know that if you take your phone and drag the iPhone photos out of the phone onto your desktop, you're not going to get them back unless if you use iTunes. So otherwise, you can install Google Apps, Google Photos. What I mean, you can set your phone down for like a little bit, and you can what was it? You can sync them to Google Photos, and then you then after you're certain that you can go on your computer or something, check your Google Photos cache to check that your photos are actually there. And if you don't mind and you want to save some photos on save some space on your phone, just delete your entire camera roll, and then you can use Google Photos to I don't know, save the ones that you want on your phone or something. Because I know that's how my dad uses his phone, because he even takes more photos than I do, because he takes actual photos, not just screenshots. So a lot of the photos are like 3-4 megabytes, if not bigger. So they add up quite a lot, and he uses them and syncs them up to Google Photos at every chance he gets, and he saves a lot of space on his phone. I think my dad transferred all of his data from this phone to the other. But that means that you probably shouldn't have a lot of photos taking up 23.57 gigabytes. Unless if, you have your own photos, in which I won't. I probably don't have a lot of advice for that one. Oh shit. Ow. Oh shit. So I think it's okay to delete them. Yeah, just make sure to ask. It's always good to ask. Yeah, no problem, man. Hey, let's go. You're really cool. Just a regular dude, man. Just playing a game on the internet. Appreciate it. Okay. Alright, I'll call it here. It's almost midnight, so I'm going to see what my family wants, and you'll see me when you see me. I need to catch up on rendering videos for the channel too, because I have been putting off a few projects. All right, thank you for coming by, everybody. Good night, everyone, and happy Chinese New Year if you celebrate it. Otherwise, have a good weekend. It's been a pleasure. Sorry for the people that just came in. Taco, you'll probably find me on the Discord. We need to check if those people are causing trouble again. It's 11:38 here. Hey, it's 11:38 here. You must be a West Coaster. Yep. All right.